Hello guys, it's WeatherTZK, and today we're going to be talking about some more Killing Floor 3. I do apologise, my throat is a bit bad, so I might sound a bit weird. So this video is probably going to sound very strange. Just a quick one, thank you to Spirits for becoming a member. Thank you very much, I really do appreciate it. Any members who do decide to join, I do appreciate them as well. But anyway, Nightfall news. Clots and Cysts, a gruesome twosome, which does sound like a cheap porno, but we'll just ignore that one. So basically we're exploring the two mass-produced sets, the Clot and the Cyst, KCJ09 and the SI07, backbone of today's most advanced militaries, and their presence in the field means less boots on the ground, which is basically human lives. And this is the first image they basically put on here. Looks like a mercenary in the background being killed or something. Can't help but notice there's also like a green tube on there as well, don't know what that's for. So if you play the Killing Floor game, you've probably seen a lot of Clots, they're everywhere. Yep, they're basically the first Z you see every single game. I'm pretty sure it's the first Z housing created in the story for Killing Floor 1. And yeah, it was accidentally created during co-founder Kevin Clamley's attempt to clone his deceased son, which is hence why it's KCJ09, stands for Kevin Clamley Jr., in case you didn't know that already. They soon became the standard infantry unit and were far less expensive than training, equipping and feeding human troops. And here we have another image. As you can see, lighting looks very good, nothing too out of the ordinary. Looks like the factory map they revealed a while ago. KCJ09 is on there. The Clot is Kevin Clamley Jr. So the Clot's been updated for the 2090s to incorporate cybernetic elements, enhanced vision and hearing, a steel reinforced skeleton, as well as mechanized hands. We saw some of that in the Clot reveal actually, but enhanced vision and hearing is interesting. So they can be dangerous in groups, especially when enraged to death of one of their Z breathing, which is like other Clots and Cysts. Question is, will we get a slasher, or will there only be two types of Clots? That's what I want to know. I think we only get two so far. They could add one later. So yeah, we got another image here, which is another map coming on launch. I think with the Clots, they're a bit inspired by Terminator, is my guess. Because of course, you got like all the cybernetic elements in them. Cool actually. I know they're doing a lot of body horror with the game. Also, those toenails are something to be admired. So the Clot was the third enemy character that we designed, after the Cyst and the Crawler. Was the first character with extensive mechanical augmentations across its body, and it was important to establish how we were going to go forward with both the shape, the direction and the aesthetic of these mechanical components in this new generation of Zeds. Yeah, it's interesting actually, because they completed the Crawler, like, actually pretty early, but didn't show it off until much later. I think we did see it in the first trailer, but we never actually saw a reveal for it until much later. This Cyst was revealed first, and I think Clot was much later as well. We exaggerated the size of the hands to enhance the terrifying nature of the slashing and tearing, but ramping up the intensity of the interactions players have with it. We also wanted to accentuate the horror by showing how the tubes, wires and mechanics that pull and stretch the skin in all directions, as well as how the armoured parts connect to the flesh of the monster. And yeah, of course we got some images here, basically showing off what the Cyst looks like. Pretty cool. Nothing too new that we've already seen before. Alright, moving on to the Cyst. I think this is in one of the maps already shown off, but looks pretty cool with the lighting and all that stuff. So the Cyst debuted in Killing Floor 2 as the Clot's easily underrated cousin, slower, clumsier but equally persistent. So as Horsing grew, they fought for new markets for their bioweapons. With developing nations lacking the financial resources, they still needed war material. The cost-conscious Cyst was created. And so unlike the Clots, this set is primarily organic, and it features no flashy robotic augmentations, but it does have the ability to throw globs of bloody saliva, which does blind people when it hits them. I kinda like how the Clot is a lot more organic, because I know some people are worried about the Zeds being too mechanical from what I've read, but there is still some organic Zeds out there, which is good. And I know in Killing Floor 2, there wasn't very many ranged enemies. They tried fixing that with EDARs, but no one liked them. And so having these smaller Zeds who can now fire projectiles is actually a good idea. That way you can't just outrun them, as you could in Killing Floor 2. I think that's fixed, quite a few issues without needing EDARs. I don't think EDARs will return. So the Cyst was the first character we completed for the game. Yeah, it was the first Z reveal. I remember that as well, actually. I remember coming back from work and seeing that video and I was pretty excited. So I wanted to make sure even a fodder enemy was off-putting and still a fun fight for the player. Yeah, it was definitely off-putting, I can tell you that. And they're even capable of disrupting the fight with a horrifying grab, like from a long distance grab or a powerful grab. I suppose it's harder to get out of their grasp now, I'm guessing. So with its new design, wanted to showcase Cysts now having reveals, which is pretty cool. I do like those reveals, it does show a lot about the game. Its hood pulls back and releases a fleshy, undeveloped skull. Yeah, it's pretty freaky. Yeah, it creates layers of horror, which is what we wanted to build upon with this generation of specimens. It definitely does that quite well. And here we have some more images of the cyst. Again, it's the same thing we saw in the cyst reveal. During your missions, you'll encounter hordes of these Zeds, and individually they might not pose a major threat, but you underestimate this pair of pugnacious adversaries that you're in peril. Couldn't even speak there. But yeah, I definitely do agree. They are a lot more of a threat now. They have range attacks and all that stuff. And not just enemies you can easily run away from by the looks of it. But yeah, that is it basically. Not much really new they've showed off. More of the stuff that we already know so far. But I guess it's a good reminder of what's to come, as we have had a lot of Killing Floor 3 news. I reckon some people might have forgotten. And yeah, again, I do apologise for my voice. I am sort of losing it. But hopefully it'll get better soon. If you do want to keep up to date with the latest Killing Floor 3 news, don't forget to like, subscribe, join Discord if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.